Imagine pouring your heart, your sweat, your soul into a crowdfunding campaign, only to watch it sputter, stall, or worse, fail to ignite the fire it deserves. Feel that gnawing frustration, like every second you spend hustling, pitching, and promising leads nowhere, as if the crowd you're begging to join your mission just isn't hearing you. This isn't just disappointment. It's the silent killer of dreams, the thief of hope, the slow burn that erodes your spirit. And the worst part? Most don't even realize they're caught in this trap, caught in a cycle that's broken by design, not by chance. What's truly heartbreaking is how many founders, and even investors, think crowdfunding is just about shouting louder, throwing bigger parties, or offering fancier perks. They flood their pages with flashy videos, aggressive deadlines, and endless updates, hoping noise alone will lure the crowd. But here's the brutal truth: crowdfunding is not a volume game. It's not about blasting strangers with ads or begging for clicks on social media. It's not about convincing the many with shallow promises or riding the wave of hype that fizzles out in days. You're wasting your life, your resources, your chance to create something real if you think it's just about marketing tricks or quick money. It's deeper. Crowdfunding is about connection, the raw, electric kind that feels personal and impossible to fake. It's about building not just backers, but believers who see your vision so clearly it becomes their battle too. But how many campaigns actually build that? Almost none. Because they're trapped inside a system that teaches you to play small, safe, and predictable. Here's what's really behind failed crowdfunding campaigns: a fundamental misunderstanding of what you're offering and to whom. When you launch, you're not selling products or rewards first. You're selling a world, your world, and inviting others to step inside. But if all you do is present bullet points and perks, you're leaving that world empty, cold, and uninviting. Founders forget that people back people. People back movements. People back the feeling of being part of something bigger than themselves, something transformative. And if your campaign doesn't create that, it's doomed. The heart-wrenching irony? You are the missing piece. You alone hold the power to turn lifeless pages into living, breathing communities. The magic isn't in perfect videos or slick design. It's in authenticity and clarity. That raw clarity of why you exist, why your idea tears down walls, why it demands attention. But most are too afraid to show that. They hide behind scripts, titles, and trends because exposing their true drive feels too risky. So the world sees a blurred, forgettable echo instead of a burning beacon. If you feel stuck, like crowdsourcing magic is slipping through your fingers, it's because you've been taught to play by rules that kill creativity and suffocate genuine connection. You've been fed illusions about what matters and what sells. Here's what the system will never tell you: the crowd isn't a mass. It's a group of individuals craving purpose, craving freedom from old ways and tired promises. They long to break out of their own prisons, just like you. But you can't reach them by following the herd or mimicking the usual paths. Real success in crowdfunding comes to those who dare to reject the comfortable scripts, who strip away the noise and get brutally honest. Are you ready to become that person who not only builds a project but ignites a movement? Because that's what crowdfunding was always meant to be: a revolution powered by the few who refuse to settle, who think beyond borders, beyond limitations imposed by society, by systems, by the consensus that keeps mediocrity alive. Stop begging for attention and start commanding respect by mastering this simple, overlooked truth. Your campaign must be a mirror for your audience's own hunger, for meaning, impact, transformation. When people see their own unrevealed desires reflected in your mission, something deep inside them flips a switch. They become not just backers, but partners in rebellion against the mundane, the accepted, the expected. That's when crowdfunding becomes a rocket, blasting through the static. But how do you create this mirror? It starts by shedding everything you think you know about crowdfunding. Toss out the playbook. Throw away the cookie-cutter strategies and flashy distractions. Your first step is to become fiercely sovereign. Own every piece of your message like it's the only thing standing between your dream and oblivion. Then, question every assumption. Why does your project matter? Who feels left out by the world that your idea will fix? What primal truth does it awaken in those rare few who crave change more than comfort? Craft your story not with empty hype, but with brutal honesty about struggle, vision, and defiance. Speak directly to the rebel in your audience, the one tired of waiting, tired of watching others make history while they stand on the sidelines. Be unapologetically clear about what you're dismantling and what you're building in its place. Make it impossible for anyone watching to forget the magnitude of what's at stake. Next, alignment beats audience size every single time. Don't chase millions of faceless followers. Focus on finding the few who burn as fiercely as you do, the rare ones who resonate so profoundly with your radical mission that supporting you becomes a no-brainer. These are your allies, your nucleus. Build deeply with them. Involve them in your process, your setbacks, your small wins, and epic plans. When your backers feel seen as key players in a cause bigger than crowdfunding, they'll move mountains to help. This shift, from treating crowdfunding as a transaction to treating it as a movement, is where the gold lies. Here lies true liberation from the exhaustion of chasing hollow numbers and fleeting trends. Here lies the path for founders and investors who are done with the same tired game, who know there's a higher code, to be patient, to build for the long haul, to connect with precision, to amplify essence over noise. And the best part? When you build on this foundation, your network stops being just a crowd. It becomes a web of power, a living, breathing organism capable of initiating real change. This network bends the rules of old systems, unlocks new possibilities, and launches projects that don't just exist, but revolutionize. You're not creating a fad, you're igniting a force of nature. So what's stopping you? Fear of missteps? The lure of fast wins? The ghost of past failures whispering you can't? Let those fears fuel you instead. Become so obsessed, so wildly committed that every day you wake up ready to unlearn, rethink, and rebuild. Strip away every comfort that dulls your fire. This journey of genuine crowdfunding mastery is brutal, but it leads to freedom, the kind that no one can give you unless you take it. This is your wake-up call. Playing crowdfunding all wrong isn't just a minor error, it's the slow suicide of your vision. But within you lies a power few ever tap into. A power to rewrite the rules, to unite the disjointed, to reclaim the lost art of authentic connection. Don't settle to be just another failed campaign statistic. Burn brighter, build smarter, break chains. Because the world doesn't need more noise, it needs your spark.